Well, anyways,
Let's get to it
we
because we
ain't here.
haven't we ain't give the fans a episode in a minute. We just been
Yeah,
giving them
welcome.
spoiler alerts.
Welcome everybody to episode 53 of Our Pod Your Entertainment.
Yes, sir.
I am Ralph. I'm just chilling here all day today on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. And on the other side of this digital world is my co-host, Ray. Tell the good people what's up, Ray.
What's up, man? I got my demon juice here,
Demon
so
juice,
y'all know
damn.
it's
5 o'clock
it's
somewhere.
it's um it's crazy enough. We're changing the game. We're recording on a Saturday afternoon. It's only 12:46. Demon juice is ready. I'm ready to talk about these topics. Ralph got me on a full time schedule now. I thought I was only gonna record twice a month. I'm recording almost every week. Fuck it. It's for you guys. I'm down. I'm doing it. It is what it is. And I want all the monies. So
But you know what though? I think it's easier to record every week when we're at home.
yeah. It's
Because
less
you can
time
squeeze.
consuming.
It's less time consuming. We don't have to worry about setting up. We can just sit down, record. All right, we're out.
And we're not
Focus on it
getting
later.
trashed. Because those recording days we was I when we
And
were
you know
done,
what we do too? We
we do
bullshit a lot before
a
we actually
lot,
start
bro.
recording,
A lot. I'm
and
talking
in
about
between episodes as well. That's why we end up here for we end up at your house for like 7 hours, and
hmm
we're really only recording like 2 hours each
it goes from six was it 5:36
to
to
like
about like 11,
midnight.
12
Yeah,
for no reason. For no
yeah.
reason.
It's
Us
like five
bullshitting.
thirty. I get there at 5:30, and then we're not done till like 11:30, 12. So it's like
That's
7 hours.
7 hours of us bullshitting. But we're here.
We're here.
We're gonna give you guys this content because
Listen, we've had
it's obvious you
a lot
guys
of
are
stuff this
listening.
week. This week has been a lot of stuff. This week has been a busy week.
Dude, mind you, I'm big on like the whole WandaVision and like the whole MCU, and I wasn't able to catch up. I really wasn't able to catch up. But
But
let's get
listen,
to it.
hey, we it's gonna be it's exciting. It's very 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 very
Episode
exciting.
53 is here.
53, yeah, 53.
Time
We're on
flies,
the
man, when you're having
listen.
a good
We're
time.
gonna be on the road to 100.
Fuck, you're right. You're right. And
Yeah.
mind that doesn't count all the other stuff that we put out.
Yo, haven't you noticed that around this time last year, we started doing the same thing in terms of dropping so much more content? We're about to go on our run again.
Oh, you're right. You're right. That
Bro,
Lil Wayne run, the Lil Wayne run. That should
75
be the name.
songs
That
in a
should be the
year?
name. That should be the name of the episode, the Lil Wayne run. But we
That's,
always do
yo,
that though. We get on that track, like, but the thing is that we're doing it because we see what we're getting in a sense of like listenership, viewership, like is working.
no, of course.
It's just plain and
Absolutely.
simple. The numbers show, and not
It's,
to talk about numbers because
no, but
that's not
speaking
what
of the
we do.
numbers, real quick, let's kind of get it out the way. Thank you to everybody that helped us reach 5,000.
Thank you, thank you.
That's very
It's
important. Thank you, everybody.
it's very humbling to realize that people really do sit there and listen to us. Like I tell my girl all the time, I'm like, yo, I can't believe people sit there and listen to me bullshit. And she's like, it's not bullshit. You guys are legit talking about something. You may think it's bullshit, but you're giving somebody a relief. People are just
Yeah.
listening because they want to. I think it's bullshit because it's coming out my mouth. I just bullshit a lot. But in a sense, it's very humbling to realize like people listen to us to get away from from the real world and the real reality that we live in at this point in time. And I just want to say I appreciate you guys so much, man. Like,
Oh, yeah, 100%. We thank all of our audio listeners for just, sticking with us and
hmm
listening to the stuff we drop, every week. We try our best to give you guys the
it,
content, and I think making the switch, giving it more direction, I think has
yes,
benefited us a
yes,
hundred percent.
that's the
And
main thing.
yo,
That's the main
we've been
thing.
and obviously we've been on a roll since we've come back.
I like for instance,
On a roll.
just to give everybody a little bit of a backstage thing. I usually don't I usually don't send Ralph. Ralph is a numbers guy. He is the numbers guy. He texts all of us on the tab on Fit for Media what the numbers are. For the first time, I logged in and realized our listenership and how it grew from the start of what November, I want to say the beginning of November is when we got back on track to now and the unique listenership,
It's
I
al- it's
sent
it's been like two almost. I don't want without giving numbers away. It's been a
a
big
lot.
increase.
For the first time, I sent you the numbers in a
Yeah,
sense of the unique
it's been like a
listenership.
60. It's been like a 66% increase in numbers.
It was very humbling, like to the point where I sent you the picture. I sent my girl the picture. I was like, "Yo, like I don't even know who's listening. Like this is wild to me." But once again, we appreciate you guys. We're gonna keep it going. We'll make sure that you guys have something to listen to escape this crazy world we live in. Because every at the end of the day, we all need an escape. Just
No,
like me and
I.
Ralph, just like me and Ralph listen to other podcasts and other people like the Carbon Footprint. I started listening to them. They're fire.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
shout out to the guys at the Carbon Footprint
the
podcast.
JBP, I listen to that one. The Andrew Schultz, I listen to that one. The Joe Rogan, I listen to that. We all need that little bit of an escape, man. And if we can provide that for you guys, man, then that's all I need, man. Thank you again, man. I appreciate you guys.
Oh, absolutely. Let's start with our first topic.
Let's do it.
Justice League Snyder Cut has a release date, my friend.
Was it March 18th?
18th.
Okay.
March
Okay.
18th,
I remember
2021.
something finally. I do. I That right there is a big stepping stone for what direction they're gonna go.
But we were waiting for it for a while because ever since, they announced that we were getting this Snyder Cut.
Hmm.
I remember when we first saw like the trailer for HBO Max and just the announcements that the service was coming, and then when they told us, yeah, we're getting a Snyder Cut, but then it said 2021, and a lot of us were just like, damn, why do we have to wait so long if the
Hmm.
service is launching in May of 2020? Why not drop it with the launch?
Exactly.
So then we're sitting there, and then when they finally give us a month, they're like, "Oh,
Hmm.
March 2021." And we're just like, "All right, can we get a date? Like, can we get an exact date?"
Hmm.
And this week they finally gave us a date,
Do you think
2021.
do you think is worth it from what you've seen so far?
Dropping the date or the
The weight, the
the
weight, the weight, the weight in general. Is the weight worth
yes,
it?
yes.
Okay. So,
Only because so I read something interesting.
mhm,
All the directors of like the other DC movies
mhm.
don't consider the theatrical version canon, the one that Joss Whedon did.
Okay.
They don't consider it like canon. You know what that means, right? Like it's
Yeah,
not
it's not
like,
part of it.
yeah, they're considering this one a part of it.
Mm, okay. So they're taking this as gospel versus the other one.
Yep, which is very interesting.
That tells
Very
you,
very
and then
interesting.
and no disrespect to Josh Whedon, because Josh Whedon is a
No,
great
Joss Whedon,
director.
he did the Avengers.
Yeah, like
Like,
Josh Whedon, he's a beast. But granted, he was given something like, "Here, fix this real quick and make sure you put it out in 6 months." Like here, I get it, it makes sense, but
yo,
that is very interesting though.
here's another very telling information, guys. If you guys see a book, this is my book of notes that I took for like WandaVision
This
episode
how you
4.
tell how this is actually where my notes were with my son. You guys can see it says Daddy. That was my Father's
Oh,
Day card, and these are my notes.
now
So
look at my notes. Yeah.
I can't throw this out. I gotta keep it.
So wait, I just read something very, very interesting, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So you know how Justice League is dropping on the 18th?
Okay.
Guess what's dropping the 19th?
I don't know.
Falcon and Winter Soldier. It's gonna
Uh,
be a battle of the Titans, bro.
all right. I'm not gonna fully go either left or right.
No, me neither.
I'm
I'm
just gonna say this. I'm gonna keep an open eye because I
mhm.
know that I know that the Snyder cut is gonna be what, almost 4 hours.
No, it's gonna be 4 hours.
Oh my god, this is gonna sound fucking insane.
Yeah. It's 240 minutes.
Falcon and Winter Soldier might have to wait. Only reason why is because they only giving me one episode
Yeah.
versus a Snyder cut. I'm gonna my main focus is gonna be on the Snyder cut Justice League movie.
Yo, well, dude,
It's hard
I
to
get
say
it.
it.
Listen, be
It's
prepared
it's
for that.
hard.
Yo, that weekend, be prepared because we're gonna have a lot of stuff to do that weekend.
Oh, I know that for a fact. So that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna give Snyder's
Well,
cut
once we're
just
done
due.
recording, I actually want to talk about that.
Well, that I we kind of already touched briefly on that, and it's $150 to do for 20 people. Just a FYI. So
Oh,
yeah,
really?
we got something coming for you guys, ladies and gentlemen. By March 18th,
Wait, say that
we
again. 100 and what?
150 for 20 people. 150 for 20 people. So yeah, we got something coming. If you guys are willing
Do
and
you
are
know
as
how much that is
dangerous,
per person?
how
That is
much?
$7.50.
It shouldn't be that bad.
Wait. I will tell you this right now, though. If we do it, we have to do it in Dolby.
The 150 is the Dolby version.
Oh, you're a saint. See, you're a saint. I would
I did some research finally. So for those who don't
look at
know,
you.
for
Oh,
those
I'm
who
so
don't
proud of you,
know,
bro.
Ralph does all the research. I just say, okay, cool, I got it.
No, but I think that's great. I think that'll be good. But
I think that'll be a good way for Fifth Forward Media and whoever wants to join us. So I guess
hmm
we'll put out the invitation down the line, but I think
yeah.
that would be like a good family Fifth Forward
Oh, yeah,
Media
especially because
significant others.
we have a local AMC, so I think
Mhm.
that works the best.
Well,
But
I think that's what we need to do that, man.
oh, absolutely. Speaking of AMC, let's segue
Oh my goodness.
into our next
The
topic.
crazy world we live in stocks. You know
Crazy
what's crazy?
world
We
we
should have
live
had
in.
Chris on this episode because he's a stock guy.
Yes, our
He's our
boy
stock guy, man.
Doe and Company, perfect. Like
He would be. You know what's crazy? I haven't even reached out to him when it came to like
me.
how the government tried to short us. Well, not the government, the hedge fund guys tried to short us.
Him and I have actually had conversations on it.
Hmm. Have you really?
Very so mostly about the bullshit that Robin Hood pulled.
I want to know more in the deeper ends
Okay,
of like the
I'll
hedge
give
fund
you.
guys.
So Robin Hood was not allowing a lot certain people's like trades to be executed.
Hmm. That I know. Yeah, that I read. That I read.
Them and Cash App, and then other services, but other services were like errors, but they were like legit. They were intentionally doing it.
Well, Robin Hood from.
So look, it happened to me.
Hmm.
I tried to purchase AMC stock,
Hmm. Can we
and
buy some now?
yeah, you can buy it now. But I was trying to buy it at the price that it was
A couple days ago.
a couple days ago.
Hmm.
It says if you buy it before 9:30, because 9:30 that's when the market opens.
Hmm.
So I tried buying. It had gone through. Next thing you know, they're like, oh, we canceled your purchase. I was steaming. Let's just say Robinhood is being sued. They're getting a class action lawsuit.
Good.
I might have to hop on that class action lawsuit train
You should.
because I have the proof. So, but no, let's just, So this has been a very interesting week with AMC, GameStop stock, you know,
Like we spoke a little. We spoke
all
briefly
from a
before
Reddit
it.
group, bro. All from a
But
Reddit group,
but
which is
that's the thing.
so funny.
We spoke briefly on it before we started recording, and
Yeah.
I was telling Ralph, and I hit Move up. Shout out to Move, man, love you, bro. Um, I feel like 2021 is gonna be a year of not reckoning, but I feel like it's gonna be like a very eye opening year because
Yeah.
2020 was trash. We all know that. We all went through it. It was a beatdown session. It was kind of like the eraser of the year. You know what I'm saying? And now 2021 is gonna be like eye opening. Like Reddit was like, oh, we see this. We're gonna share this with the world because at the end of the day, they're fucking with our money. So why not show everybody how to make money? So now all these hedge fund guys are pissed at Reddit and tell Robinhood to shut it down because we're losing billions of dollars. Well, fuck you. You've been fucking us over for how many years?
Listen, I was
It's
in it
your
for the
turn, you asshole.
bro. I was in it for the, listen. I was in it for the memes. I was in it for the memes, and I think that was the best part about it. The memes were the greatest thing.
It was, but it's one of those things like this year is gonna be a very eye opening year. Like, oh,
So I
okay,
actually just sent you
okay.
something where it kind of explains what occurred this week, but like in English, in normal, in layman's terms, without getting all technical. But if you
Okay,
read
yeah,
that
that's too
whole
much to read right
paragraph,
now.
if you read that paragraph later, you'll
Okay.
understand exactly what happened. I
Okay.
kind of know some terms of, like
See,
of
I
like
don't. Yeah,
stocks
like
and
me.
trade, but I still needed to read this paragraph to fully understand
Okay.
what it was. Like I had heard the terms before,
Hmm.
but I was like, damn, no, like that might be too much.
Hmm.
And you know,
No, it's true. But at the end of the day, I'm just glad that the hedge fund guys got screwed over. Regular people made some freaking money,
yeah,
and thank you Reddit for exposing these crooks.
yes.
Plain and simple. Plain and simple.
Oh no, of course. Thank you, Reddit. Thank you
Thank
very
you
much.
Reddit, and thank you the internet. Because without the internet, none of this. We wouldn't be capable of doing what we're doing now. We couldn't be Reddit wouldn't be able to do what they can do now. Facebook, etc. So thank you internet. Thank you Reddit. Keep exposing these assholes.
Yes, thank you. Expose all these guys. Make sure they don't get a dime.
Not a dime. Make sure they keep losing because
Yes, make sure they keep losing. That's the thing. It's rich people get mad. They got mad at poor people wanting to do what they do. Trying to make
yeah,
it. That's the thing. It's you know, this will be the year that really defines where you're either rich or you're poor.
yeah.
There's gonna be no middle class anymore.
I
But
like that. I like that.
and it sucks. It really
Mm-hmm.
sucks because it's just like, so what, we're just supposed to accept our circumstances, but we're always told not to accept our circumstances.
Mm-hmm. Did you not? Did you, and not to get too political or
No, no,
not
no.
trying to get too like into
Nah,
the
you
whole
listen.
market because I don't know much of it. I'm still learning. I don't know much about the market. I really don't when it comes to like
Yeah.
trading and stuff like that. But there was an article, not an article. There was a CNBC. One of those hedge fund guys was out there like, oh, there needs to be legislation. All of a sudden,
Oh, now
in
all
a
of a
free
sudden,
market, you need legislation. That was very eye opening to me,
look,
and that was like you could see how uncomfortable he was because you can tell that he was like, shit. I lost hundreds of millions of dollars here,
yeah,
and then now I need to fix this. And now I'm asking for legislation when you shouldn't have legislation on the free market.
yeah, absolutely.
So, with that being said, just do your research. People are being exposed. The internet is exposing
The internet is
these.
the is one of the greatest tools ever created.
Oh, it's the greatest
It,
invention
it's been
ever.
listen, it's been used for good, but it's also been used for bad. But keep using it, people.
I think it outweighs. I think the good outweighs the bad. I think for now,
Oh yeah,
for
no, and
now.
it's a toss up. But you know what, yo, guys, don't be scared. If you want a better life, yo, get you some coins, invest in stuff.
I tell you right now. I text my girl. I
Listen,
was like, I called my girl instantly.
listen. I was listening to a podcast about like Bitcoin, right? And and just this guy, and I don't know if you saw the episode of the
Pumped
yes,
pumped it up,
Pomp. Yeah.
pumped it up.
He said it. He's like, yo, in 10 years, the value of the dollar is gonna be it's gonna be devalued by 95%.
well,
It's gonna
just to
lose 95% of its value. Now, I don't
pick,
know a lot
piggyback.
about money and stuff, but
Number
what
wait, real
he
quick
was
to
saying is
piggyback
it's like,
off of
yo,
that. All these relief plans that they're doing, it is what it's doing. It's gonna devalue it. So I agree with you 1,000%.
so that's why, like, and I've had a friend of mine who's like big into Bitcoin
Hmm.
and investments or whatever. He's like, yo, he's like, invest into real estate and into the market. He's like,
Yeah,
401ks are trash because the rate of return is just too low. He's like, you don't get enough
you
returns on a 401k.
you're getting 3 to 4%
Yeah, you're
on
not getting
20,
anything.
$30,000. That's not anything. You
Yeah,
gotta.
it's nothing.
I'm t- we spoken about this before. Episode 6, we talked about 401ks and shit like that, bro. Invest in yourself. Pull that
Even
fucking
last year
money out your 401k.
at the beginning of the pandemic,
Yeah,
like we
pull your money out that 401k and invest that shit in yourself. Invest that shit in the open market, and you put your money where you think is gonna
yeah,
succeed.
that's the problem.
Don't give them that
They don't
money.
get any
No,
like we're not allowed to have any input about where our money goes. But this is money that we're contributing to. But
exactly.
because they match what we contribute,
Hmm.
that's what automatically gives them a say of where our money should go.
Exactly.
Why? You're
Pull
not
that
making
fucking
me
money. Pull it.
You're not maximizing the potential.
And that's the thing that pisses me off when I tell people all the time, like, yeah, I'll take like $1,000 to $2,000 here and there. Every other year, I'll take like a couple $1,000s out of my 401k just to invest in myself. Like, all right, cool. I gotta get a new laptop. I gotta get this. I gotta get that.
Yeah.
But oh, why would you take money out your 401k? You should never take money out your 401k. Who the fuck? Who
But now
put that rule
employers
out?
employers now are making it a lot harder to
Yeah,
they're
but that's the
making it
thing though.
harder. They're
They
making it harder
should.
for you to take out your own money. Your own money.
That's my money. Don't tell me what to do with my money. The fuck? Like I said, I don't want to get too deep into that because that's not what we are. But it's I guess it's something it's a little a thorn in my side.
But it goes hand in hand because think about it. We started talking about GameStop and AMC, which are two
Mhm.
forms of entertainment, video games
True,
and
true.
movie theaters. So it everything
It
goes
all
hand in
ties in.
hand
It ties in.
nowadays.
Yeah, it ties
Business
in.
and
Yeah.
entertainment, investing in entertainment, that's literally they're married.
Oh
They're
no,
kissing
for
cousins.
that's
Like,
110%. Yeah, you're right. I get, but it's just one of those things. It really irks me. It really grinds my gears. Like it really does
but
piss
you
me
know
off. Like,
what? This is where
don't
we
tell me
buckle
what
down,
to do with my
invest our
money, my
money,
nigga.
and then make a lot of money. So then we could spend it.
Yeah,
You
like
know,
don't ever tell me not to take money out of anything. It's
yeah.
not your money. No, don't tell me no. Bye,
No,
nigga.
you're
The
absolutely
fuck?
right. But moving on to our next topic, yo, congratulations to Steve and his Tampa Bay Buccaneers
Oh shit.
they're hosting the Super Bowl. Do you know the last time that happened? It was like 50 plus years ago, I think they said.
Was in
It's
Green Bay.
been a while since the the Super Bowl, like the city that's hosting the
A
Super
team
Bowl.
hosting it. A team hosting
Yeah,
it basically.
it's never happened.
Shout
It's
out,
not
shout
some
out, shout out to my bay, Steve-O. What's his Steve-O 466? What's his Instagram thingy?
Stevo 866.
Oh, Steve-O A. Why is it 866? I never asked him
I
why
don't
his thing
know,
is
me neither.
866. It's very weird. Isn't the
But it
birthday's in
is.
October, right? I think,
Listen,
right?
I was a little disappointed because I had put money on the Saints.
Mm,
So I was just like, eh.
I didn't think they were gonna win. It's hard to root again. It's not hard to root against Tom Brady. Let me take that back. But it's different. It's different when it's Tom Brady, dude. Like he's just
You
different, man. Like
less about Tom Brady, and I underestimated Tampa's defense.
Tampa's defense
That
and their
defense,
roster, the
that
roster in
defense.
general.
Listen, that defense has come together at the right time. Everybody's healthy, no one's injured, so that's what.
You know what hurts me the most? And it's not that like JPP's had a hell of a year with one hand. JPP has had a hell of a year with one hand. So that's what hurts the most. When I see him out there sacking Aaron Rodgers, I'm like,
But listen, I want to give him his flowers because he was almost out of the league
oh no,
a few
he
years
that
ago
you got to give him his credit. You're right. You got it. Like to
because
be able to be elite
he was
with one
getting
hand.
traded and changing, playing for this team, playing for that team, and now he
Yeah,
found himself a steady
he
situation in
found a
Tampa.
home, and he's from Tallahassee too. So
Yeah,
shout out to JPP.
and now we're also going to shout
Sapase,
out
baby. Sapase.
on the other side of the Super Bowl coin. We're going to give a congratulations on a great season to the Buffalo Bills. They made it to the AFC Championship game.
Mm-hmm.
Now they ran into the buzzsaw that is Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, he's different.
But I want to give them props because they finally broke the streak of New England winning the division. And it was
Mm,
good to see a different team, new blood in the playoffs.
yeah. And
I like
shout out. We gotta make sure we
shout out to the
give
Buffalo Bills number one fan, Sicario Sosa.
yeah give our condolences to him because
Yeah, he
I know
was a
he felt
little
that one. He felt that one on
yeah.
Sunday night. I hit him too. He didn't text me back to like Tuesday, but I still love you though.
He said his
But
job didn't allow him to take a bereavement day.
but in his defense, he's been working. He's been working. He
Yeah.
got a lot of content out.
He got
Got
new
a music
music
video
dropping
out.
tomorrow, the 31st.
Kills out. So shout outs to Sosa, man. Love you, bro.
He got a new single tomorrow, Fuck You.
Mm-hmm. He got a
So
lot. That boy's working, man.
and
Fifth Ford in general is working.
we got we got something in the works with him when he comes down here. So
Oh yeah, yeah.
we'll
As soon as
we'll
this
keep
weather
you guys
breaks.
posted on that. That'll be.
As soon as this weather break, next summer is gonna be lit. I'm telling you right now. As soon as the outside's open, we lit, yo.
Oh,
I'm
it's
telling you.
over. I'm showing my ass out.
Say less.
I was just talking about that with my family. I'm like, yo, I'm going everywhere. I'm not turning down a single invitation. Like, I'm going everywhere.
Oh no, for a fact.
I'm
I'm trying to
apologize.
go to DR every day, every other day.
I'm apologizing to all my friends who I ever flaked on or turned down an invitation. Invite me everywhere once this is over.
Just send me the invite.
But
Don't
no,
even ask.
speaking, staying on the Super Bowl subject. So the halftime performance is the weekend.
Yeah.
Okay, so a lot of the companies this year are scaling back their budgets for the Super Bowl. Like you're not
Oh
going to
yeah,
see
of
a lot of
course.
commercials air. You're not going to see a lot of movie trailers air only because no one's going to the movies
Not at all.
and a lot of companies have not made a lot of money during the pandemic.
Hmm.
So I was reading an article where he is spending 7 million of his own money to ensure that the halftime show is balls to the wall amazing. He wants to give the viewers at home a cinematic experience. He his I guess his people like his management they're like, "Yeah, he's putting this money into the performance cuz he wants to make sure that the viewers at home
Hmm.
are blown away with this performance." So I heard he might get a little more time than the usual performers. The usual performers get anywhere from 13 to 17 minutes. I heard he might be getting 20, which is
Yeah,
big.
that's what I heard. I heard 20 minutes. But that's a
And
like what's I guess he's an artist, so I can't sit here and judge him for why, when, where. When you're an artist, you're an artist, and if $7 million is
can
what
I
it
tell
took
you my can I tell you
to
my
have your
theory on
picture
this?
in mind, then I get it. But
Can
seven
I
million
tell you?
dollars can go somewhere else where it can benefit
No,
other
of
people.
course. But I'm not going to tell a man what to do with his money.
No, that's exactly. That
He's
goes back to
investing it
me.
into he's investing it in himself, into his art. And you know him, that motherfucker's an artist.
No, yeah, he's a very artsy when it comes to that. I
I
give
will
you
tell
that.
you
Yeah.
this. Here's my working theory about this. These last 12 months, well, no, since I'm going to say 14 months, since like November, December of 2019, we have seen The Weeknd in character. First, he had a broken nose, bleeding. Then he had his face wrapped up.
Hmm.
Then he releases a music video where it looks like he got plastic surgery done. Obviously, it's all character.
Hmm.
I think this Super Bowl performance is going to be the payoff, is going to be what ends the story of this
Oh,
after hours.
so you think Weekend's been MCUing us this whole time,
Yes.
giving us little Easter eggs here and there.
Yes.
Okay.
He's well
Okay,
cuz
so
if you
now you made me want to watch the
okay.
halftime show. I never watched the halftime
Okay.
show.
So, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a homework. I know you're not the biggest fan of his music. We've established that.
Oh,
But
I can't stand that motherfucker.
I want you
Well, let me
to
not say I can't stand him. I just don't like his music. That's not me.
I want I want you to watch the music videos for his singles for this album.
Okay.
You're going to notice it is an entire story.
Send me the listing
I'll
of
send
how
you a
you the
list,
order. Send me the
the
order
order.
you want me to watch it, and then I'll watch. I'll watch it with my girl because she's the same
Yeah.
way when it comes to the weekend too.
So she'll understand like you guys it's like a whole
No, I
movie.
want to. I'm definitely gonna watch it because I want to watch. Now you made me want to watch the halftime show because I hate the
Yeah.
halftime show.
It's gonna be a whole payoff. So
And for
the
him to
weekend's like
spend $7 million, that's a lot of fucking bread. That's a
so
lot of
the
cheddar.
weekend's like me. The weekend is a movie person. He's a film buff. He's a cinephile. He
Is he
loves
really?
movies. Yes. A lot of his
Uh,
a lot of his
so
music is
he's building up to
his
this performance right here.
absolutely a lot of
Got it.
his music is inspired by movies.
And what
You
other
know,
stage than the Super Bowl? It makes
you
all the
know,
sense. It makes all the sense.
if you look at let's say the video for Heartless or Blinding Lights, like and just his whole album and listening to the album, the aesthetic you get,
Hmm.
he said it was inspired by a lot of movies. You had Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. You had Joker, um, Uncut Gems. All those movies inspired this album.
Mm,
And he was working on this album while he was filming Uncut Gems.
okay. Oh no, so send me the order. I will
Oh,
watch
and
it. and
Fun
then
fact: he
definitely.
was supposed to actually do an entire soundtrack for that movie,
Really?
but it didn't end up working out because of like scheduling and stuff. Because he was
Mm.
working on After Hours,
Hmm.
so he just I think he did maybe one song for the movie, but he obviously acted in the movie. But
Hmm.
he lives and breathes his art, and
I'll
that's why
give him
me
credit. I'll watch it. I'll watch it. Now I'll watch it. I don't like The Weeknd. I don't fuck with his music like that, but I'll definitely watch it. I'll
that's
be
why I'm
honest.
that's why I be a fan of his because I like he has a lot of we have a lot of similar interests
Mm.
in terms of like movies that we like, and like he's a big horror
But
person. He loves horror
you.
movies.
I don't like horror movies. I'm a bitch ass nigga.
See, he likes like psychological thrillers, and he likes shit
Well,
like
I
that.
like
Like
psychological thrillers. Talking about that, well, when we get to the pick of the week, we'll talk about that. But let's get into the somber news. Well, not somber news, but the 1 year anniversary of Kobe's transitioning. I don't want to say
yes,
passing. His transitioning. Him and his daughter. It's the 1 year anniversary. It's crazy that we're podding on a day we couldn't even post or pod
mm-hmm.
this time last year. We spoke about it. We were on a group chat and we were all like, "What the fuck is going on?" And not to put his transitioning on the year of 2020, but that's what
It
started the
kind of kicked,
spiral.
yeah, it kind of
Yeah,
started the downward spiral of the year where
and
we
it's
were
kind of
just
like,
like, damn, bro,
fuck,
like
like,
could it get we were like, yo, could it get any worse?
oh, and it
And
did,
I feel like we jinxed ourselves on that because
and it did.
progressively over the next few weeks it got worse.
Then a couple months, then the pandemic hit, and
Yeah,
it was a really rough time. Sure, look, even us, we stopped recording for what, 3 months,
we
almost 3 4 months,
five.
five.
We
Jesus
took
Christ, it
five
was
months
that
off.
long. Jesus Christ. But that's another thing. It was one of those things like the year of 2020 was, it was long, but just to go back to Kobe, you get back to Kobe and what he meant to everybody. Like he's still it's still hard to believe that he's not here. You know what I mean? It's still one of those things where like you don't understand what he meant to people until you start hearing the stories. And it's one of those things where like it still hits home for a lot of NBA players, fans, and supporters. Like it's one of those things where it's like he was bigger than himself, and that gives you the push to be like, what am I when I pass? What am I leaving behind? And that's what I think of every day.
Like, what's your legacy?
What's my legacy?
Got it.
Right? Like what like look what Kobe left. Like we're talking about his death a year later. Are people going to talk about your death a year later? And not to get somber, nothing like that,
No, no, no. I
but
completely understand
it's the truth. What are we leaving behind? What are like what's
because you
you
know what it
know?
is as well, and I think for us because we're getting to that age where we're kind of seeing it's like, yo, what have we really done?
Hmm.
We've been busting our ass for all these years working after we finished school, but what have we actually accomplished?
Yeah, what are you going to leave behind?
Exactly? And for us, I can speak for myself and maybe this podcast, like this media thing, Fifth Ward, like this is what we're gonna leave behind.
I tell people all the time, my purpose, and I think me and you spoke about this before. I don't think I've ever worded it this way, but my purpose is to make sure that my friends and family have something to fall back on, and my son never has to work. And if he wants to work, he can work for us, which is
Yeah,
himself. At the end of the day, my purpose is to make sure that everybody that I'm in line with is taken care of.
yeah, no, that's the thing. And
Plain and
it may
simple.
maybe to the outside eye, it may seem like, well, why y'all worrying about everybody else? Y'all should worry about yourselves first. But it's like no, because we all came into this
Hmm.
like,
But
we
that's
ran the idea. You and I ran the idea across all our friends, and they're
hmm
like, yo, that's a dope idea. You guys should do it. And then they
yeah.
kind of saw how much fun we were having, so they kind of they're like, yo, can we sit in? Can we chill?
Oh,
You know,
I get those requests all the time. Like, yo, oh, next toxic ass friend, you gotta let me get on. Oh, next
I've had
hour
to turn
party
people
entertainment.
down. Yeah, I've
Yeah,
had
like
to
it's
turn people down.
and it's not that we don't want people on, but
But right now we
we
have to work. We have
yeah,
to.
the dynamic, you don't want to change that dynamic, and you don't want to mess up the flow of things
Yeah. We're
at the end of the day.
right now we're putting the work in, so when we get to the point where we're super successful and it's
Mm-hmm.
going well,
Mm-hmm.
then we can say like, yo, you want to come through and hang out with us?
Mm-hmm.
We're when we're at the point where we can afford to do that.
It's one of the it's this right here, and to make a long story short, episode 10, we're a work in progress.
Yeah,
We are
literally.
not a finished.
50 plus episodes and we're still a work in progress.
We have not gone through everything yet. We're still a baby. At the end of the day, you got Joe Rogan that has thousands of episodes. You
I
got the
think we
JBP has hundreds of
I
episodes.
think what I think I won't consider us I won't stop considering us a new podcast until we clear 150
Easily, because we're
easily.
still learning. There's so much to learn. There's so much pre-production. There's so much
And I'm
work
sure you
behind.
can I'm sure we can ask even Rogan
Oh, JBP, Joe
or Joe
Button.
Budden or Bodega Boys, anybody after all
Mm-hmm.
the episodes they've done. Yo, y'all still learn something different?
Every day.
They'll tell you, yeah. So I get it. I 100% get it. But yeah, like, just to bring it back, that Kobe death, like, because that was our
Mm-hmm.
Jordan.
Yeah, yeah. That's our time of Jordan. Yeah,
We grew up at the tail end of Jordan's career
yeah,
when
yeah.
he won the six championships.
We he won the sixth championship, and he was on, and then he went. Then he became a Washington Wizard.
But when he was a good player in the 80s, we didn't experience that because
No,
we were babies.
when he was fighting against the not fighting, but when he was going against like the Detroit Pistons and stuff like that, we didn't see that. We
We
weren't.
didn't
We
see
didn't.
that.
We
And
didn't experience that at all.
yeah, we didn't experience that. We experienced the dynasty, the
Yeah.
six championships in 8 years with Phil Jackson,
Mm-hmm.
Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, Horace Grant, Steve Kerr, Tony Kukoc.
Yeah.
That's what we experienced. We didn't experience them getting bounced by the Pistons in the playoffs,
No. Him
or the
getting beat up.
Celtics.
No.
Like, we didn't have that.
Mm.
So for us,
Kobe.
Kobe, because Kobe came in as a kid. He was 17 when he came into the league. He hadn't even turned 18 yet.
Yeah.
He was 17 years old.
Drafted by the was it
The
Minnesota
Charlotte
Timberwolves?
Hornets, no,
Was it
Charlotte
Charlotte
Hornets.
Hornets?
Charlotte Hornets, and they got
Oh,
traded to
you're
the
right. You're right.
Lakers.
You're right. It was the Hornets. You're right. Why did I think Minnesota Timberwolves?
Got drafted for I think it was Vladi.
Oh shit, you're right.
Vladi Divac. Put some
Vladi
respect
fucking
on
Diva.
Vladi Divac's name.
The flop king himself.
Flop
He's
King
the one that brought
himself.
the flop to the NBA, motherfucker.
But no, like for me, my one of my favorite memories of Kobe is the you know the 81-point game and just his pettiness towards Jalen Rose
Mm-hmm.
with that
Mm-hmm.
commercial. Let me get a martini,
Mm-hmm.
81 olives.
Yeah. You know what? Kobe was like you said, he was the closest thing he was the closest thing to Jordan. Crazy enough that they were able to play against each other. But it was a very humbling and somber moment because I was with my son when it happened, and I kind of can explain to him of the severity of it, and even he was like, he stopped playing video games, and he was like, "Wow,"
Yeah,
like just like that. And it's one of those things like I could only imagine what Kobe felt knowing that they were about to pass and to have your daughter in your arms. The
yeah, no, of
pain,
course,
the
yeah.
pain and the like that was
But
like,
let's also not forget that's just not obviously not just Kobe and his
mhm.
daughter. It was
Oh no,
all the other
multiple
families that
multiple
were in
people,
that
yeah.
helicopter, plus the pilot and their families. Like, once
Oh
again,
no,
rest in peace.
of
I
course.
think
Rest
rest
in
in
peace to
peace to all of
everybody.
them is a perfect way to kind of like move from that.
Hmm.
But just wanted to talk about that because we didn't, we took that week off last year.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
when we came back to talk about it, we talked about it, but it
We
was
were
more about
all,
just the happy stuff. We weren't
yeah.
really processing the bad stuff because we decided to just rather celebrate than talk about.
I mean that,
So
and we were kind of dealing with a situation that night. That night.
I hate you. I hate you, but
All right,
perfect
segue.
segue. But you know what? Yo, so
R.I.P. to the Mamba man
there's a
and his
dope
daughter, the Queen.
facts. There's a song I'm gonna talk about because I fuck with it. So there's this kid on Twitter. He's a
Mm-hmm.
DJ. He's been mixing like old songs and new songs, kind of doing like a transition. Where he did a mix where he sampled Luther Vandross and Rihanna,
Mm-hmm.
and Fat Joe reached out to him and they worked together and they released a single, and the single's called Sunshine. But it's when you listen to it, it's fire. I'm pretty sure you've heard it, but if you haven't, I will send it to you right now.
Send
It's
that
a dope
over.
song. It's an outside song, but it's a feel good song. I think, and I think it was a perfect song to kick off 2021. Like, we're gonna strive for happiness and happy vibes, and things are gonna get better. I don't know. It's just a feel good song. It's not like a pick of the week for me, but it's definitely like something like a feel good.
Oh, let me see. Who we got? Sunshine. Hold on. I got my AirPods in, so I could listen to it. Hold on.
Oh, listen to it. Tell me what you think of it, because that'll be good.
Okay, he sampled. That's dun, dun. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, I'm not obviously because of the listeners they can't hear
Yeah,
it,
of course.
but I see the vibes already. So as soon as I'm
Right?
done listening to this, as long as we're done recording, I'm definitely gonna listen to it. I feel the
Yo,
vibes already. I'm
we
ready to
got
do
good
about
vibes.
30, 40 push-ups right now, right quick.
All
So let's get to it. Let's what
right,
are the
let's.
picks of the week?
What's your pick of the week? Let's kind of go through this real quick, so because we got another episode to knock out, and
Man, listen, we working. All right, so my pick of the week, I got Counterpart on Amazon Prime.
mm,
I got
hmm
you. Psychological thriller here. Um, it's about East Berlin, Germany, where they built the wall. They removed the wall,
hmm
but then uh the scientists found a hole where you could walk through a whole other world.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
Boom, got you. And then come to find out that this world sprouted an identical world to yours. So the guy ends up meeting his counterpart, which is himself on the other side of the world.
So it's kind of like a parallel universe.
It's a parallel universe that you could walk through,
Oh,
but now
ooh,
there's a building in between the two worlds that
got
there's
it.
diplomacy between the two. So, like for instance, I don't want to give away too much,
So there
but
are they. So it seems like they're aware of each other.
oh, they are aware. They're very
Okay,
aware of
got it,
each
got it.
other, and then there's a group that manages this space in
Okay,
between the
don't
two.
don't don't spoil it anymore. I'm hooked. I'm
Okay, all right, say
gonna
less.
watch it. That sounds great.
Bruh, that show
I'm in.
right there had me on my shoes. It's an espionage thriller. The guy, just to make a long story short, your counterpart is on the other
Hmm.
side, and depending on the trickle down effect,
Yeah.
you may have a better life on the other side. You may
Okay.
have a
I'm good. I'm hooked. I'm
ooh,
hooked.
okay. Say less. The
I'm hooked.
bruh
I'm hooked.
counterpart on Amazon Prime, legit. Two
Gotcha.
seasons. Season two ends perfectly. They give you a little bit that you want to know more, but they don't do
Mhm.
season three. But the way the two seasons finish, perfect ending. You don't need any more. They finished it at the perfect time.
Nice, nice, nice. All right. All right. So my pick of the week is actually something that came out. I'm actually going to give you guys my pick of the week that is going to be actually what we've been covering the past few weeks. It's fucking WandaVision.
Shit.
I know I'm cheating a little bit,
You are a little bit. I
but
mean, it's a good segue to the spoiler alert.
I'm
Stay
just
tuned.
I'm so excited about this show. Episode 4 blew my fucking socks off. You
Yeah.
know,
Episode 4 was lit.
it's
I
so
don't want to
many.
get into it too much,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah. It's
God.
good, guys. No, because I've seen a lot of mixed reaction online to WandaVision,
I don't think people realize.
but
I
people
don't want to
don't
get. I don't
realize
want
that.
to. I don't want to get too deep into because I want to do the spoiler alert and I want
Yeah,
to keep something.
They want everything up front, but it's just like, no, let the
That's
story
not
play
what it
out.
is.
Let the story play out.
It's a television series.
Yeah,
You're not
let
getting
it play out.
everything. It's not a fucking movie. Listen
Let it
to
play
like
out.
Let it play out. And I'm telling you this right now. They legit gave you, here's a little taste. Here's a little bit more seasoning. Here's episode 3. And then boom, episode 4 came. They're like, you what you thought? We was playing?
Yeah,
Bro,
but that's
episode
it.
4.
That's
Hold
that's
on, real
my
quick. I got one
no no
opinion.
no
Just
no
one.
no no no. This is my
No,
pick of the week. You can't cut in my pick of the week.
all right. I'm not cutting in. I'm agreeing with you, and I'm
No, I know,
saying
but we're
I'm
not
just
gonna say
saying.
anything. Let me just finish recommending to people, guys. Watch WandaVision. It's 4 episodes in Disney Plus. You guys are gonna like it. That's all we're gonna say because we
Oh no,
have
I
to
got
end
one more
this
thing to
episode.
say.
We
I have
have
to.
to end the episode.
I just want to say one thing. One thing.
It can't be WandaVision related.
It is one division related.
No, so,
Yo,
spoiler alert,
whoever's
spoiler alert,
playing,
spoiler
whoever
alert, spoiler
who.
alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert.
No. This is good. This is good. I promise you,
Okay,
I'm not.
we'll talk about it in spoiler alert.
No, I'm just saying. Whoever plays
No, no,
Monica Rambeau is thick as hell.
I hate you're
Damn.
so. Oh my god, I hate him. But guys, that is our picks of the week. Counterpart and WandaVision, and that's it for us. You guys have been great. This is episode 53 of Our Pod Your Entertainment. Ray, where can the good people find
Peace.
you on Instagram?
On Ray.Mies on Instagram and Facebook. And that's all I'm on. I'm trying to get on the Chatty House. I haven't got on the Chatty House yet, but Mr. Big Pump kind of discouraged me to go on
We'll
Chatty
talk
House.
about that. We'll talk about that one of these days. Um, you can find me Ralph Dapatino at Instagram. Our Pod Your Entertainment. You can find us on Instagram. You can find us on Facebook. Fifth Ward Media. You can find us on Twitter. The podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, iHeartRadio.
Yes, subscribe, like,
Everything. Subscribe, like,
share,
comment, follow. Fifth Ward Media
hit the
YouTube
bell,
channel.
all that
Subscribe.
stuff.
Hit all that, guys. We appreciate it. We love you guys. And we're out.
Peace.